Hello guys, welcome back. Now in previous video we started our Composer REST server and saw the loopback interface. Now in this video we will look and perform some operations in detail. Now we created a commodity trader and some system operations is there. Now let's go and click on this. So you can see various operations out there. You have get, post, put, delete. Now get, post, put and delete are the ones that you will be using more frequently. And if uh, if you are not familiar with REST server, REST API, then just know that you can communicate with server in a sessionless fashion. An API or an endpoint is given to you where you can get, post, or put. Now, get is like your select query, post is like your create query, and put is like your update query. Now, these are the ones that we will be actually using it, mostly get and post, and let's look into it now. So it will be easy for us to, understand by looking at an example. So I'm in my get request on commodity. Let's try it out. All right, so let's go here. All right, so this over here that you see, this is which is HTTP localhost colon 3000, which is the port, and this is your name of your network, so name namespace. Now this is called an endpoint. So whenever we send a GET request, it will go to this endpoint, and it is also giving us a curl command. Now that we can use or access this API through command line, but as we know, like we'll be using the loopback interface. And if you go down, yeah, if you see the response body over here, that's empty. That's because we haven't created any commodity as of now. So first thing that we need to do is we need to post a commodity. And so let's go there and collapse this and go to the post in our commodity section. Now, if you see, this is an example, and it is it has the trading symbol, description, main exchange, quantity, and it requires a owner. So it requires a trader. So first we need to create a trader, and so let's go ahead and create a trader first. And in the trader section, so collapse this one, and in the trader section, we'll go to post. And so in order to create a trader, so we are going to post this piece of JSON, and so we'll enter this piece of JSON to create our trader through the REST API into our ledger. So now you can copy this portion over here, or you can just click, yeah, or you can just click on this portion here. It comes over here. Now here you can leave this as class as the same. Uh, Trade ID, you can put anything. For example, trader, say trader one. String, you can put, I can put uh, Mark, Michael. Okay, so this is ready. We can just click on try it out. And all right, so we got some response. Fine. So we got this response. That means that shows that it's a successful. It has been this trader has been created, and you can see response code 200 means it's a success. So this is the response header, which you can go through. So we have gone ahead and created our first trader. So this is also giving you this request URL over here. Okay, that means what? That So we posted this JSON over here to this URL, and so this is a loopback interface. So we are not actually using this endpoint, but we'll see. We'll be using it while posting it from outside of the Composer REST server environment. So now let's go ahead and create a commodity. So I collapse this trader. loves. Okay, now go to this and we need to post a commodity. So we go here and essentially we can do the same thing. Okay, so we need to just expand this a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we need to post a commodity. It's a mistake. Okay, so we'll enter. Okay, so we'll enter the trading symbol as ABC and description as test commodity, test commodity, commodity, and main exchange as something like just anything, my exchange. Okay, quantity, you can say 100. Okay, so now if you see here, I have put resource colon or dot example dot business, which is your namespace dot trader hash trader one. So if you go over here, then it's thinking that owner is going to be an object. So that is the notation of, so this is the notation of an object. So therefore we are passing here, we are going to pass a resource and I think this should work out fine. So let's go ahead and try it out and created the trade commodity now. Let's Okay, so we get this response over here, and this is the whole code which are being sent at this URL. And the response code, if you can see, it's 200. That's means success. And our first commodity, one commodity, we have successfully created a commodity through this loopback interface with trading symbol ABC, description test commodity, main exchange my exchange, and quantity 100, and the owner at the moment for this is trader 1, and remember that we had created our trader already with trader 1 as ID. So now let's go to our get over here and click on try it out. Okay, so earlier when we saw there was the response body was empty, but now we are getting one object, and there's one listing over here, the one commodity that we created. Great. So the commodity has been inserted in our business ledger, and if you see, it's doing the exact same thing that we when we saw our composer playground, except that we are no longer in a playground and we are working with an API which is publicly available. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create another trader because we'll be using it to make a trade. You need two participants, so therefore we'll go and create another trader over here, and we'll go and post, and we already have this. Now we will give it an ID, so we'll call it 2 this time, and change the name to Shank Key, and just an S. Okay, so this is trader 2 Shanky. Try it out. Okay, so it looks like we have created the second trader. So information is over here. Trader 2, first name, last name, and response code is here. So let's go ahead. Okay, so we can go ahead and see all the traders that we have. So we can go to the get over here, and then just to fit in the video, we'll click on try it out. And if you see, we have two listings over here of trader 1, trader 2. So it's working all fine. So we have created two traders, and both the traders are reflecting over here. So our get command is working properly. Okay, so it's time now to post a trade. So for that, we will first copy this one because we'll be using it in our example. So let's go ahead and copy this. Okay, and then collapse this, and collapse this to trader. Okay, now go to trade, and we need to post a trade, so we'll click on this and do the same thing over here. Okay, now let's expand this one. Okay, now commodity, we will have to get that from the commodity section. Let's first of all paste the one which we got. So this will be resources. Okay, so we have resource.org, example, business, trader, and we are going to transfer our, because the commodity belongs to trader 1 now, so we have to transfer it to trader 2. And we can go ahead and get rid of this because transaction ID we'll get after the transaction has been posted. And similarly, we can get rid of this one because timestamp will be given after the transaction, it will post it for you. And so we'll go back to our commodities and take this. Yeah, so this is the one. This is the one. So we're going to copy this class, copy this one. Okay, copied this. Now go ahead, just collapse this one and collapse the whole thing. Oh, this is the trade part. Okay, now we'll go ahead. Okay, so we go over here and double quotes. Alright, post this and we'll say resource, so URC resource colon or dot example dot business dot commodity hash. And what was the ABC was my ABC was my this, and it looks good. Okay, so we have this commodity with trading symbol ABC, and we want to transfer that commodity to trader 2. And you also saw that we had the timestamp and the transaction ID, but we deleted it because that is that will be generated to you by the Hyperledger fabric itself. So let's go ahead and get rid of this comma, and it looks good. So let's try it out. Let me bring this in and let's try it out. Okay, so response code is 200, so our trade was executed successfully. And we saw how to use the loopback interface now. And this is all that I wanted to show you, how you can use the Composer REST server. Uh, and in So probably now we'll end this video, and in the next video we'll see how we can interact with the tools like Postman, Insomnia, how we can interact with our network from outside. So we'll be using tools like Insomnia and Postman. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much.